Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Data Obsessed Fat Man. Let's just go over the data from yesterday, yesterday, today, day before, a bunch of days. We're gonna figure out some things. We got some revelations here, some guesses, some stabs in the dark, and just a bit of ostrich syndrome is sticking your head in the dirt and deciding to finally look up. Okay, let's go. This is Sunday. Not even gonna lie about this. This is basically a sad diet, SAD, standard American diet. I mean, there's some good clean food in here, and there's a bunch of trash, and just not even ignoring the trash. The calorie count is so high, the carb count is so high. This is really bad and unbalanced. And this is yesterday. Woke up eating those chips. Pulls out the tuna. I think I made the tuna and the salad and things after that video, but I ate the chips and a few other things. I think the raisins and something else before yesterday's video saying there'd be no updates. It's like I tried to eat better, but I got an idea about why. When I say eat better, I'm not just talking about eating clean, but I'm also speaking about, crap like this, the sucralose or whatever. Do want to eat cleaner, but I'm also talking about just eating in balance without going so high over on calories. I'm not strictly sticking to C-code, but I have just been going wild lately. Now, some of the things I've eaten over the past 10 days or so, I've had sucralose in them, and I assumed that was what was in my pop. Or rather, I looked at the label and I forgot because I switched brands early on. So that Diet Dr. K, that was, I believe that had sucralose in it, but the one I switched to had aspartame. Not that one is necessarily much better than the other, but they both have issues, namely with somebody like me who has IBS, gastrointestinal problems. So this can help to explain basically why my gut has just been getting so much bigger over the past week or so, why I haven't been as regular, and just this insane hunger I've been feeling. I've been hungry like this before, but it has been many years since I've been this hungry. I just feel so ravenous. No matter what I eat, no matter how much I eat, I am still hungry right now. And some days I've started off in what I would have considered well, or eating what would have done me some goodness, on previous dates. But now it's not working. It's not working at all. And maybe I, started bad mouthing the probiotics too early. Because you know what? I got the probiotics and they did a lot of good for me early on, but I also decided to experiment with the diet sodas. I'm from Detroit. I don't even know why I say soda. It's pop. But I've been saying soda ever since I started using the carbonator, and that's another thing. I have a way around all this. I love to carbonate my drinks. I can make it myself. I saw this great food theory video. They went through testing all these diet pops, and it's just, you know what? I was like, okay, there's finally a good one that doesn't taste like crap. Let me go try it. Picked up the wrong one the first time around. And then I eventually found the one that is pretty dang close to the Harris Teeter one that won out in the video. I'm like, this does taste great. I was like, okay, I like this. I went and bought 3 cases of it, as well as a few other pops to test out. And well, you see with me, I have jumped up quite a bit of weight over the past week. All this I know is not being permanently stored, it's just issues with digestion. But even so, it is just, I hate that I like this pop now. It works out a lot with my weight loss journey in that I constantly find alternatives to things that I like, that taste good or taste better, and it's easy for me to say no to a lot of things that trip, many other people up, like, candies or whatever, because I usually have something better, or I usually don't like certain things. Like, I like donuts, but I like plain cake donuts, powdered donuts, peanut covered, pretty much stuff you get at Dunkin' Donuts, but not necessarily anywhere else. And then it's so easy to just go without donuts because I'm not crazy about them. People go crazy over Krispy Kreme, and Krispy Kreme donuts taste like shit. Really do. I hate all that glaze. It is such an awful taste, but people are so addicted to that. It'd be fucking Krispy Kreme heads, and I don't mean to keep cussing, I'm sorry. And the worst part of all this isn't necessarily weight gain, but my blood pressure keeps going lower as I do this. Like, the worse off I seem to do on some days, the better it gets. It's just, I don't completely understand that. I do need to get to a doctor again soon. I just need to get benefits again. at least be able to afford it. But you see, I am at 341.7 right now. And 7 days ago, also known as 5 pounds ago, I was 336.6. 9 days ago, I was at the March lowest point of 335.5. So that's approximately 6 point something pounds in just a little under 10 days. I'm just like, oh, I'm having a bad experience here. This has got to be a combination of inflammation and just really bad processing. Let's very quickly just look at what's been happening over the past 10 days or so. There's going to be a pattern here, which I purposely put out and curated here. It's just that diet pop every day from that point. That's when I first started messing with it. And the calories are going up each day. I mean, it goes down a little on some days, but overall, it's just shooting up. I mean, dang, I have not seen 3,800 calories in months. Just bouncing. I know I've been a yo-yo dieter at times, but then this has just been really ridiculous. And you see the pop consumption is going up, and it's just, I don't get this when I carbonate it myself. I don't get it at all. This stuff is addictive and it's causing issues. So Sunday, my blood was pretty much lemonade for a vampire. You know, like, vampire wanted a nice sweet treat. Here it comes, come suck me up. You know? And I always wonder, you know, are diabetics, is the blood of diabetics essentially lemonade or Kool-Aid or something for a vampire? It's like a black diabetic. Our blood basically has to be Kool-Aid for a vampire, right? And then somehow, based upon what I ate, you know, the next day, it's just, it went back down to 105. Or rather, I didn't do a glucose measurement yesterday. This is from today. And I ate like trash yesterday. It's just, it's at 105. We'll see what it is at tomorrow. I still drink some more pop today, but I am pretty much almost guaranteed to just say goodbye to it tomorrow. I mean, just like my ketones being at nothing, and I didn't do a reading on Monday, but just like my ketones being at nothing, I don't want to toss this pop out for nothing, but that's the thing. I'm not tossing out for nothing. I'm tossing out for my health. It's still hard to throw away things you spent money on. Just like, it didn't cost that much. I should be able to just throw it away without thinking twice. It is there. It is delicious. It is beautiful. But it's so ugly on the inside. It's like, ugh. So that's essentially how I've been living the past few days. And over the past 10 days. So I am blaming this on the diet soda, the aspartame within, the sucralose within some of it. There's a multitude of factors in there. Basically, these things on their own, these sweeteners, they don't make you gain weight on their own. They just make it easier to eat. And as you saw there in some of the slides there, if you are not already consuming a ton of sugar and you replaced it with these things, you're not going to get much of a benefit. Like, the main benefit from diet sodas, diet pops, it's just that, okay, you're replacing the sugar that you were consuming because you were drinking a ton of pop filled with sugar. I wasn't drinking that many sugary drinks, and I was either mixing them myself or dealing with, you know, alternate sweeteners already that don't cause issues. I was pretty much, you know, low sugar. I mean, not necessarily as low carb as I'd love to be, but definitely low, even at times down near zero sugar. So this could, the diet sodas, they have no way of giving me a positive effect. Not one single bit. If anything, there was only ways for me to get a negative effect. But I mean, my gut here, I mean, it doesn't seem like much now, but it is definitely sticking out more than normal. You should not, these, you know, shirt parts would not be poking out at all like this normally. I'm still a big guy, but there's just certain things I just have not dealt with in a while. My legs are pretty thick now, or at least much thicker. There could be something else that's causing this inflammation, but that is the most major, most consistent change that I've been seeing. So I am going to try my best to kick it out. And I am going to try to pick tea back up again. I mean, I still had a ton of tea here. I drink it sometimes. I kept forgetting to log a tea. And those burritos that time were the only things I ever forgot to log. I put the burritos on. And I'm putting the tea on now. Just that, you know, there's not a barcode to scan on tea. And it's annoying to just pick generic tea. But I am just going to put tea on there generically based upon volume or weight. Because it's tea. It's tough to find it for every variety that I have here. Not that I have like an endless amount of types, but It's just enough for it to be annoying to try to figure it out every time. It's just gonna say T regardless of whatever it is. But that's it, folks. Thank you all for watching. God bless you all, and have a great day. Goodbye.